good thing is that I don't have a very deep shelf of shame.
Mine's getting worse.
Hey folks, welcome to the Dice Tower. I'm Sam.
I'm JT.
And this is our bottom 5. That is to say, our numbers 10 through 6 of games we want to play that are on our shelf of shame.
That we already own.
That we already own. They're collecting dust behind us or in some crevice or corner of our game room. This was one of those you cut me deep, Shrek.
I know. It's absolutely one of those you cut me deep, especially when I just kept looking at it. I'm like, okay, let's list them. There can't be that many. And they just kept going. My shelf of shame is 30 plus deep now.
Really?
Yeah.
20, 21, 22.
There you go.
23. I'm at 23 right now, and that is including some review copies that I really want to get played. But we kind of left review copies out of the mix. These are games that I owned, so that I bought specifically to play, and I have not yet played them.
Yep.
Not including review copies.
That's right.
So. The average weight of this segment, the bottom 5, is a 2.7 for me.
That's pretty good. The average weight of just this half,
Yes.
for me is a 286.
286. Wow, that's
The heaviest
strikingly close.
Heaviest is 382.
Now, here's the question. What about games that you played before you bought it? Does it still count as being part of your...
No, you never played. That's what I think. Anyways, obviously you can do whatever you want.
Okay,
but for
so
me,
Shelf
I've
of Shame,
never
cracked it open.
touched it.
Any way, shape, or form.
Well,
not
I
on
might
the
have. I've
cruise.
read rule books.
Okay.
I've never gone past the rule book. How's
You've
that?
never... the barrier of entry. There's a poorly written rule book.
Even if I put it on the table, read the rule book, and then played half a game to learn it, that's not even in here.
So you haven't pulled it out, set it up, anything?
No.
Maybe you've just read the rule book, but that's it.
Yep.
Got it. Okay.
Correct.
Cool. All right. Well, some of these I haven't even read the rule book on yet. So that's that. Let's go ahead and get to it. Our bottom 5, that is to say our numbers 10 through 6. Games on our shelf of shame.
Makes me sad.
Yep. Part of the reason why this is my 10 is because I kind of know how it's going to be to play this game, because I've played a game that's in its series. It's from Sorry We Are French. This one is my number 10. It's called In the Footsteps of Marie Curie. Now, I know it's not going to be exactly like In the Footsteps of Darwin, but I feel like it's going to be very similar. So I know I'm going to like it. So you might be saying, sounds like you're talking yourself into playing it. You would think that. But I'm actually talking myself out of playing it, because to an extent.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I may have already played it. And it's not the same. There's different mechanisms, but the weight, the kind of game that it is, I feel like I've already played it, so it always goes down a little bit.
Well, based on that, and I lied just a little bit, because a couple of these, 2 of these, are kind of exceptions to that rule, but they are. I'll explain when I get there.
Oh boy, here it goes. Well, here's the thing. I really like the company. I really like the weight of game that it is, because In the Footsteps of Darwin is a very educational game. You can learn a lot about what Darwin did and where he traveled and all of that kind of stuff. But it's midweight. It's very family weight, and that's what this is going to be. And you're probably going to learn a lot about Marie Curie and the work that she did, and with radiation and I think cancer and all of that kind of stuff. So I want to play it, but it's low on my list because I feel like, even erroneously so, that like I've already played it.
Nice. A lot of these games, my Shelf of Shame games, are games that I don't pick up originally when they first come out or something like that, and then people play them, and I hear about them, and I talk to people about them, and I'm like, then I finally pick up a copy, and then, but the newer, brighter stuff is there in front of you, so
A new shiny.
then you're like, oh crud, do I play that one, which I know is probably going to be good, but I got this new thing in the box, whatever. So anyways, my number 10 is a game from Rio Grande Games. It has intrigued me for a while. In fact, I've probably owned it for a year and a half, maybe.
Wow, that's long for him.
Yeah, there's some in here that are worse.
Ooh.
But this is called Space Station Phoenix. Space Station.
Never even heard of this game.
Space Station Phoenix
of
is a engine builder. I think it's a resource management engine builder, but you start out with an engine, and your engine is, you have these, and I don't know exactly everything about it, but you have spaceships which you use to get resources and all those kind of things.
Right.
And you're ultimately trying to build this space station.
Yeah.
But to build this space station, you're deconstructing your ships that you're using to get resources and stuff to turn them into your space station. So you're repurposing these ships.
You're cannibalizing spaceships to build a space station. That seems counterintuitive.
But you now also, well, I mean,
you don't need a space station anymore.
I think that's kind of how it works, right? You send them up there, and then you reuse the parts and stuff.
Gotcha.
But at the same time, now you're having harder time using ships because you have less ships and everything else. So you're trying to manage this engine.
Got it.
Build this space station out of your ships.
And it's called Phoenix because your spaceships are rising out of the
That's
ashes
right.
of their
Space
destruction.
Station Phoenix.
Wow.
Yeah, sure. But anyways, it's a very cool game. It's a very pretty production. And yeah, someday I'll play it.
I've never even heard of this game. It sounds intriguing. Though.
Yeah, like literally your spaceships, you flip them over and you build this. Like it's not a figuratively building your space station.
You're literally
building your space station.
Oh, that sounds cool.
Out of your ships. So
that sounds cool.
All right, that was my number 10, Space Station Phoenix.
All right, my number 9 is a game that has Vincent Dutrait's artwork on it. And yes, before you ask the question, yes, that's why I bought it. Mm-hmm. Now,
I didn't ask.
This is one of the ones where I can't remember if I've played this game.
Oh, it's really good. I remember the artwork.
I do remember the artwork because I've looked at it.
Okay.
But I don't remember playing the game. It's called Space Gate Odyssey. And I've never played the game that I can recall. So, it still carries the weight of guilt with it.
Oh, 100%. I mean, there's a possibility you played an early version or whatever else.
Yeah. But I don't even really know that much about it. I just love the way it looks. And I do like sci-fi games. So Vincent Dutrait's artwork, I picked this up at a flea market at, I think, Dice Tower East.
Yep.
A time ago. So I paid like $15-20 for it. So it was definitely an impulse buy. But I figured for $15-20 it was worth it. Because it did get a lot of positive press back in the day. But it's sitting like literally right over here, right there, and I want to play it, but there's so much going on.
But there's 8 more games before that he's going to play.
That's true. Space Gate Odyssey, my number 9.
Nice. Well, my number 9, I want to almost call this a Grail game, and this is a Grail game in its old version. Oh. And then there's a 2021 version that I just got my hands on at one point in the last few years, in the last couple of years. But because of my love of D&D and because of my love of Forgotten Realms and those kind of things, this game is called Tyrants of the Underdark. Cool. The new version is very cool. I didn't know
you had this game.
Yeah.
Wow.
I like the theme,
this
obviously.
Is a great game.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. I've heard plenty about it. I just haven't played it, but I've had it for a while. It's a deck building game with area control. You're playing one of the dark races, and I think the way the game plays right is you take a couple of different race decks basically, and you shuffle them together, and that becomes your draw pile or whatever else. But I love the theme. I've heard good things about the game for years and years and years. And when I found a copy of the newer version, I had to pick it up. So
yeah,
but I haven't played it.
That's cool.
That's my number 9, Tyrants of the Underdark.
Very cool. Another impulse buy because I never heard of this game before. when I saw it on the shelf at a store in, I believe, Olympia. We were coming back from our trip to the Oregon coast. Mm-hmm. This one's called, and I'm weak. It had the word Viking on it. This one's called Pax Viking.
Oh, nice.
By Ion Studios, I believe, is the name of the company. And this one is one of the heavier games on the list. And most of the ones that are heavier, that's why they're still unplayed. Mm-hmm. Is because I have not yet taken the time to weed through the rule book. Rule books are hard for me anyway. Heavy game rule books are even harder for me. So there's a much higher barrier for entry for me with heavier games. Yeah. And this one, it doesn't seem like it should be this heavy, but because I have looked at the rule book, I just haven't finished looking at it.
Yep.
I might suffer from ADHD because sometimes
I think we all do at some point.
I start looking through a rule book and I'm like, squirrel, I got to go do that over there. And then I never get back to the rule book. But it has a draw. It has that world, the macro view of the Viking era. Yep. And it's not micro where you're like pillaging and doing this and doing that, but it's this macro view of you're going out and exploring and making settlements and that kind of stuff. Yep. And that's one of the things that kind of drew me to it. It wasn't that run-of-the-mill Viking game, but I want to get it to the table, but there's 7 other games.
There's more games. All right.
Pax Viking, my number 8.
All of these are games that I really want to get to the table.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of just like, oh.
Yeah. They're all out. They're all there.
So it's kind of funny that you say that because this game was another kind of Grail game for me, but it's one of those Grail games where I just didn't want to pick it up for some reason. Like mentally, I didn't want to sink into this game.
Sure.
And this is because it's an older game. It's from Portal Games. It's called Robinson Crusoe.
Oh.
The Adventures of the Cursed Island. I picked this up. I don't know. This one I've had quite a while too. And Mel and I, probably like 2018, 2019, we really kept looking at this game and I kept wanting to pick it up. I don't remember what we were playing at the time, but we're like, oh, that'll fit right in.
Yeah.
But we never picked it up.
Yep.
Then I picked it up and then I started reading the rules and everything else. And you got to be in the right mindset to beat your head against the wall. Not against the rules, but against the game.
That's
you
exactly
really do.
What you're doing in this game.
I know. You really do have to get in the right mindset for that. And it seems like with Mel going to school and everything else, we just haven't been in that mindset. So I think it sounds like a really cool game. I know that makes me a gamer if I haven't played it before. It doesn't makes me not a gamer, I suppose. But
it's a difficult game to do well at.
Yeah.
We were playing it. We played it live one time at a Dice Tower East way back when, and Ignacy was there helping us, and we still got our butts kicked.
Sure.
So it's just one of those things. Yeah.
But
that's a good one.
I'm very much looking forward to getting it. Even if I never play it, I'll never get rid of it because I think it's such an interesting topic. It's such an interesting game. Like, yeah, I'm pretty excited about that one someday.
When I put it on my list, I forgot. So there you go. It's my memory, folks. I didn't do it knowingly. This one's called Sand. Now, I have been taught how to play this game down in San Antonio by a gentleman, and he taught us how to play by running us through one round of it.
Yeah.
And then we had to put it away.
Yep.
So, and I forgot that we had done that, but there was a reason why I had, because I did go and purchase it after that play. Yeah. So I think I'm going to like it. But the other barrier to entry is that everybody has been telling me that this rule book sucks. Is really bad. So I'm like, well, crap. Do I want to go and sift through this rule book and try to use my horrible memory from that one round that I played last summer, and try to figure it out again? And the answer is usually no, not right now.
I had the the awesome chance to sit down with another individual and go through this rule book and kind of read spots and kind of bounce off like what are they doing here and what are they doing here type of thing. He was reading the rule book and I just got to be the sounding board for trying to figure out the mechanics. So I have never read the rule book all the way through. We should someday read the rule book all the way through.
But I mean, it's a beautiful looking game.
It is. Yeah.
And it's a very aesthetically pleasing game, and it's very much a game that I want to learn how to play. I like the idea of it too, but I just haven't done it yet. Nice. Number 7, Sand.
All right, my number 7 is a new game actually to me. It's a Kickstarter copy that I got probably November-ish. I think I got this game, but I was also getting Kickstarters seem to come in waves. They come in waves, and I get like several of them at a time, and then I play specific ones, and then some of them kind of fall behind.
They come in pints.
They come in. It comes in pint.
I'm gonna
A
get
whole
one.
pint. All right, but anyways, this one is called Chance for the Old Ones. This is a Cthulhu game.
Oh, Chance.
Chance.
Like
singing or like
I thought you said chance.
Not
like
chance. Chanting. Chance
yes,
for the old
got
ones.
It. Got it.
There's a Cthulhu game. It has deck building in it. There's some area control on the board. You're trying to be the best cultist basically as you build your deck and,
It's an oxymoron.
and summon Cthulhu, the best worst cultist. How's
the
that?
best cultist. That's
It's
definitely an
got
oxymoron.
really cool production. It's I can't think of the company that made it. It's kind of a indie company. It's not very well known. But it has really nice production. It has really cool little pieces for your miniatures, and they're not miniatures, but like for your pawns and stuff like that go around the board. I like deck building anyways. The artwork in the game looks really good. The pieces look pretty good.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to play it. I just haven't done it. So that's called Chance for the Old Ones. My number 7.
All right. My number 6, last one for this segment, is a game that I know I'm going to enjoy. And I know I probably already know how to play it, for the most part, with a few rules changes. So why hasn't it hit my shelf yet? Because I haven't finished playing its predecessor. And that's called My City. And this one
I was going to
is
guess
My
once you said
Island.
that. Yeah.
This one is My Island. This one is still in the shrink up here behind me somewhere.
Yeah, it's where it
But
belongs.
I haven't even cracked it open yet because I promised to myself that we have to finish My City first. And so, but it's one of those ones where I super want to play this game because we love playing My City. But My City has that moniker of being, you don't have to, but you kind of want to finish the game with all of the same people that you started it with.
Yeah. For sure.
And we started it with our 2 sons, Dante and Aiden, and it's hard to get all 4 of us back to the table. So what I'm thinking about doing is just having me and Jess kick out the rest of My City so that we can crack open My Island. But that is my number 6. It is one that I really want to get played. As soon as I heard it was coming out, I wanted to buy it. So as soon as I was able to, I did. Should have put a little bit more thought into it though, and finished My City first. But hey, hindsight's always 20/20, isn't it?
Not really. Could be 20/40. Who knows? Could be worse.
Could be worse.
As soon as you forget.
Yep.
All right. Well, my number 6 is an absolute complete doozy of a game
Doozy.
that most of the world completely loves. Like completely loves. Like this game is highly rated, I believe. And quite exciting. And it's from Foxtrot and Renegade Games. And it's called The Search for Planet X.
Oh.
I have had this game for, I don't know, at least a year or so. It's a deduction puzzle game.
Yeah.
And right up what Mel would love.
Really? You
Right
haven't played
up-
this yet?
I haven't
thought
played it
for
yet.
sure you had.
And I had not played this one yet. It has been sitting on my shelf. This was one that I specifically bought for Mel because I know how much she's going to love it.
The deduction.
I know we're going to love the game.
Yeah.
Like 100% guaranteed we're going to like this game quite a bit. Just haven't played it.
Yeah.
So, and obviously we haven't played its predecessors. The search for whatever, animals and UFOs.
Ozone.
Huh?
Ozone.
Search for ozone? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think it's
don't think so
searching for animals, and
Well,
the newest one's searching for UFOs or
it's
something.
apparently getting harder by the day to find ozone, so
That's
you should make a board game out of it.
sure. Search for Planet X. My number 6. I know we're gonna love that one.
Very cool. Well, that is our bottom 5 games on our shelf of shame. Shame on us. We need to get these games played. If you are at all interested, which you should be, because we're kind of leaving you on a cliffhanger here, you should go check out our top 5. That's over on the Flipside, where we usually put up our content, and it's available right now. You can go on over there. There is a link in the description. Go over there and check out our top 5. Leave us a comment here. Let us know what you think. Give us a like here as well, because it'll help the Dice Tower out. So go ahead and do that, and then lickety split, head on over to the Flipside. We'll see you there. Take care.
See you later.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you like this review or whatever you just watched, wasn't it amazing? Check out our channel, Dice Tower. We have all kinds of things. We review games, we do top 10s, we play games live. It's all about board games, but especially the people who play them. Check out Dice Tower YouTube channel.